In between Weehawken and Jersey City, Hoboken is famous not for a death, but for a birth. Hoboken, New Jersey was the birthplace of one of the most legendary entertainers of the 20th century. Who can tell me what great singer-actor I am referring to? Yes, indeed, the late, great Frank Sinatra came from Hoboken, made his name on the other side of the river in Times Square. If you go around Times Square, you go to the Hard Rock Cafe. Hard Rock used to be the old Paramount Theater. That is where Sinatra had a concert in 1942. He was 26 years old. The concert sold out, and Sinatra's teenage female fans rioted. This came to be known as the Bobby Sox Riot. That is when Sinatra knew he had arrived. Speaking of having arrived, we have arrived at this lovely little island in between us and the coast of New Jersey. Stunningly beautiful building, this red and white building with the 4 green spiked copper domes. This is my favorite building in New York, and it is my vote for the single most historically significant spot, not just in New York, but in all of the U.S. This is Ellis Island. From 1892 to 1954, 12 million people came through Ellis Island to become Americans for the first time. My great-grandmother McLaughlin from County Kilkenny, Ireland, came through Ellis Island in 1906. My great-grandfather Rosenzweig from Germany came through Ellis Island in 1914. Some of you may well have similar stories. Today, 1 in every 4 Americans can trace at least one grandparent through Ellis Island. 1 in every 3 can trace some family member through Ellis Island. On the island, in between us and the trees, is that low-lying aluminum wall coiling around the northeast corner. This is the Wall of Honor. 500,000 names are engraved in this wall. Today, genealogy is second only to gardening as the single most popular hobby in the U.S. People who trace their ancestry through Ellis Island pay to have their family name engraved in the Wall of Honor. 500,000 names and counting. The largest commemorative wall of its kind in the world. Now, the people coming through Ellis Island, the first island they would see is the one directly in front of us now. Straight ahead, it was called Bedloe's Island in those days. Today it's called Liberty Island, and it is where you can already see the statue of the most beautiful woman in New York, present company accepted, of course. Her actual name is Liberty Enlightening the World. But I like to call her the Tall Green Lady. Now, we'll be right in front of the Tall Green Lady in a couple of minutes, and we'll take some pictures. Then we'll take pictures. After that, we'll probably take a few pictures. If you would like your picture taken in front of her, our deckhands and I are at your service. If you're over on the left, don't panic. The captain will turn the boat around. We will make sure all sides get good shots. You are welcome to move about, but I don't want you to feel like you have to. You certainly may if you wish. Now is a good time to remind everyone it is dangerous to stand on the seats or to lift up the kids on the outer decks. There is motion in the ocean.
Never mind the yelling deckhand says no.
Statue of Liberty had her 126th birthday last year. She's coming up on 127th this fall. She's green because she's made of copper, which of course turns green after a few years of oxidation. Took her about 30 years to turn green. She stands 153 feet high, though the pedestal underneath her is 152 feet. With a foot of doubling her height for a total of 305. The 7 points on her crown represent the 7 continents and the 7 seas, and the golden shackles on her feet represent the emergence from bondage into liberty. In her right hand is the torch of liberty, and her left is a tablet featuring the Roman numerals for July 4th, 1776, the date of the Declaration of Independence. She is based on the Roman goddess Libertà. However, legend has it that the sculptor Frederic Auguste Bartholdi used the face of his mother and the body of his mistress. Sigmund Freud would have a field day. The interior, the framework of the statue, was designed by a great engineer who was already famous throughout France for his bridges. You all know his name. Alexander Gustav Eiffel. 3 years later, with this statue on his resume, he would go on to design a very famous tower in Paris.
Excuse me, I was standing on the benches. Get down.
Фотографировала?
Ну на, сам снимай. На, держи.
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 Так, сейчас.
Он продолжает снимать? Саш, сними меня на фоне нее. Вот так я хотя бы встану. Ой, excuse me. Я влезаю?
Так резко не знаешь ты.
Ну ладно. Может, я резкость не сделала?
Bro, je te rappelle, je suis en train de prendre des photos.
Who can I shoot? Yellow, please. Who else can I shoot?
Там все нормально, я немножко сбила наводку, нет? Нормально? Ну давай, я тебя сниму. Снимай. Я пока это.
Ladies, no one's arm is long enough. Let me help you with that.
Саш, давай, я перешу.
Et moi aussi, moi je pensais pas elle était sur le bike, je pensais qu'elle était toute blonde dans sa tête.
Oh my god, да?
Ça c'est la vraie ça? Ouais, une fille? Une question,
Саш, встань туда подальше. Подальше туда, где он пара. Да. Блин. Или ты не влезаешь, или статуя не влезает. Еще дальше. О, ё-моё, а. Сань, ты ему будешь делать или нам? Саш, иди тогда тоже туда. Я не могу. Ты если... Да ну нахер все тут мотаются. На. Я ничего, и прям туда к краю. Он где он стоит? Встань туда, встань туда. Потому что...
Vas-y, go, go! Maman, on fait le bail qu'on fait à la fête. Ah, il chante. Yeah.
Теперь куда немного. Саш.
Ой, да блин.